Hello everybody. Well, as you can see, we got the dethatcher on the 318. This is the one that I picked up last year. And it's on, all hooked up and ready to use, and even got the, make sure it's set upright. These have to be about roughly ½ inch above the ground, which they are. So that's good. And this is how you lift it. Why isn't it clicking in? There we go. It's a lot easier to do it from the seat than next to the tractor, which is pretty obvious. But it lifts it up pretty high, as you can see. Don't ignore that thing in the background, you're going to see that in a second. But anyways, you put it back down into float mode. We kind of cheated a little bit. This is not the actual right height or the lift. This is meant for if you have the front rate bracket on the front and everything, which we do have those brackets for that, and that's why this is so much longer. As you can see, that's way longer than it should be. But all we did was drill a hole in it, and it works. I mean, it's better than buying a lift rod, whatever you want to call it. This thing, that's expensive enough, and that way I don't have to have two of them laying around. We just have the one. So, but get up on the tractor. And of course I'm holding the camera with my right hand. That's the way this thing works. But it's pretty much right above the brake pedals. And obviously it's going to be harder to lift when I'm on the opposite side, but you just pick it up like that. And I click in and it stays there. And as you can see, it's sticking out roughly 3 inches from the tires on each side, roughly. So it's supposed to be 48 inches wide, which is nice. And behind me is the sweeper. That's going to be hooked up. Oops. I just knocked out my foot and it fell. That's great. I didn't have it locked in all the way. That's alright, but I mean, it has good sized springs on it, so it's not too bad. And this is the thing I had to buy all those brackets and stuff for last year. That are the ones that are down in here that connect it to the tractor. So, but it was worth it. Definitely worth I forgot how much it was actually for that bracket. I think like $100. Yeah, about that. But it's worth it. Now we can detach the yard, which we gotta do soon. And the sweeper and everything will get hooked to the back and detach and suck it up at the same time. And that sweeper's, what was it, 50 inches I believe? It does say it. Where is it? I don't see it. It's about, I think it's 50 inches. So it's way wider than, well, it's a little bit wider than the dethatcher is. I could pull it out and everything, but I'm not. But I'm pretty darn sure it's 50 inches. And here's the roller. And actually the other day I rolled the yard and I got some footage with the GoPro. So I'm still in the middle of editing that and everything. So if you're looking forward to seeing that soon. This video that I'm doing right now will probably be out before that, because I'm doing this with the Canon, and it seems like it's easier to edit, well, render anyways with this. For some reason that's what I'm having problems with the GoPro's getting it to render. It just takes so long with the software I'm using. It's not really the greatest, but it works. I'm probably going to end up having to upgrade to something better here soon, because I can't stand it taking forever. Like, forever, like really long. Anyways, this is something that we just picked up last weekend. That I saw the ad for it on Craigslist, Hopefully you can see it. The lighting's not the greatest in this building. This camera kind of helps with that. But it's a Cat 0 disc. You can probably hear the thunder in the background, so I'm probably not going to be doing any detaching today, which sucks, but you know. I'm not going to be out there on a metal tractor when it's thundering. Not a good combination. Anyways, but this is the Cat 0 disc, and I'm pretty sure it's a Brinley. And you know, it doesn't say it for some reason on either side, which I'm pretty sure it goes here, the stickers, but it doesn't say that for some reason. But anyways, looking at other pictures of Brinleys and everything, it has the same design, so I'm pretty darn sure it is a Brinley. The stickers are just not there for some reason. And there's no serial number either, which is kind of odd. But it doesn't even have any remnants where that was, which I thought they were up in the front. I know I'm looking at the back, but we looked everywhere and we can't find them. But this thing's in really nice shape actually for its age, other than the rust. Like, these are the original discs, believe it or not. And they're just rusty. They still have the original black paint on them. You can just barely see them. And the thing rolls really nice and everything. But the story with this is the guy had it and he was using it on his skid steer, which is kind of weird. He had a bracket that he made. That's why it's kind of, you can see here, he grounded it down just a little bit, which isn't a big deal. It's not a lot. You just paint that and you just paint it. Oops, sorry. You just paint it and you won't even notice it. So he just did that and he grounded just a hair back here, but it's not too much of a big deal. But yeah, he was using it on a skid steer, which is, I don't know. It's meant for the back of a tractor, not for a skid steer. But anyways, but he said he used it for he got it from somebody like 5 years ago, and he used it for like a total of 2 hours, he said, which 2 hours for having it for 5 years on the skid steer, so that's why he decided to get rid of it. And I saw it on Craigslist about a week and a half ago, maybe almost 2 weeks ago now. And it's actually up in the area where my grandparents live, my one grandparents live, and I was talking to him about it, and he said he would go up and look at it. And well, it's hard to tell from the picture if I can get the picture still, which the listing is still up for some reason. He never took it down. If I can get the picture, then I'll insert the picture that it had on the listing. It's just the one from this side is what he was showing, just down a little bit lower. But I can't really go any further because that is parked there. But anyways, for a small disc, it's only 4 foot, but this thing is pretty heavy, which is good though, because between the weight of this and down pressure that 318 has, it should do a good job. And if we need more weight, we can just put some cinder blocks on here on both sides. But I don't think we're going to actually need that. But we'll see. But it has grease rings, and it actually looks like it's been greased somewhat recently in its life. Where are they at? There's one. I believe the other one, there's 4 of them obviously. There's one down in there. And the other 2 are on the other side. So anyways, it has been greased in its life. You can see that. They roll nice. Actually, when we picked this thing up, we tied it down and everything in the back of the truck, but somehow the strap wasn't holding too well, and it actually was rolling around. So it was rolling good. It's not seized at all, by no means. So now my plans are, more thunder. My plans are with this is we're going to use it for right now the way it is. After we're going to probably grease it and everything. Again, just be sure that's good. And we're going to use it on our garden, obviously. And go over to the window. Shot back. The garden. And then the other one way over there by the shed. You can see they're still sitting there. We haven't done anything yet with them. is we're gonna, plow them and disc it up and everything. So I was been looking for getting a disc that's either like not Harbor Freight, Northern Toll or Tractor Supply, or, those places. And it's a sleeve hitch, so it would work on that because it has a sleeve hitch adapter, but it wasn't that wide, and a lot of people were saying that it wasn't really that heavy. Like they had center blocks and everything on it, and it just didn't seem like it did a good job. Well, this thing is definitely heavy enough. Like I said, it's every bit of 150 pounds at least. It's definitely that heavy. And we're not quite sure what's up with these chains, but we'll take those off because we don't need them. I'm thinking that's for when he had his adapter on here maybe, or it's to hang weights. It's one of the two. But yeah, I was gonna hook it up today and see what it looked like on the back, but maybe I'll wait until we're actually gonna use it because it's already sitting here. It's not a big deal. So yeah, but the one that everybody was saying was just too light, and it wouldn't even cover hardly the back of the width of the tractor. This thing will, so, which is nice. And I was looking for a while for one of these, and finally came across a good one for a good price and everything, so here we go. So the new Brinley disc, that's what I'm going to call it, because I'm like 99% sure that's what it is. So, just do some more videos here. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm going to try to do dethatching. I already did rolling. It should be out hopefully tonight after this video is. If not, it's going to be tomorrow probably. But yeah, we got obviously the blades off. It's over there and everything, and it's been warm here the past couple of weeks. So I think winter's finally starting to go away. And you can see our quick update. I know I'm kind of rambling on here, but it happens. I just have so much stuff. I'd rather put everything in one video and just do it that way. Instead of having like 4 different videos for, it doesn't make sense to me to do it that way. Anyways, we got the decks. We did that like 3 weeks ago. We got them out and cleaned them really good. We sanded the underneath off to get all the grass and stuff off of them that was caked on with the little palm sander that's over there. And got a wire wheel at the underneath of these, so we got all the grass off them as much as we could, which they came pretty clean. It was pretty nice. And you can see we oiled the underneath with old motor oil. So it looks like it actually needs to be brushed around again. That's like the 4th or 5th time that's been done. And they were sitting here and they were leaking a little bit apparently, which is obvious. But yeah, now their blades are sharpened. They're all ready to go. They just need to be put on. In fact, where's the meal drive at for the 318? Where is that? Oh, it's over there. On the workbench, okay. I knew it was over here somewhere. But then my dad moved all the stuff out with a big cart, so tires are going flat again. But, anyways. Oh. Might as well show this really quick. This is a double barrel heater. And I wish I would have filmed when we made this thing, but I didn't. But this thing's pretty nice. Makes it fairly warm in here. I mean, this is a block building, and it's not insulated or nothing, so it's not gonna keep it like 60 degrees in here or 70 degrees. But it's enough to take the chill off. It raises it up about 10 degrees more than it is outside. So when this thing's going, it gets freaking hot. Like it can be like 3 feet away and you still feel heat coming off of it. It's pretty ridiculous, really. And we got a little thermometer on it, and it's gone up into the red quite a few times pretty quick. It doesn't take much. So obviously now the stuff's parked around it when it's on, but we don't really need it anymore. We only use it like 4 times. But it goes up, and there's already a chimney on this building, which was nice. There used to be an old wood stove in here too. Not like this, but it was just rusted out. no, we couldn't use it. So, but we decided to get barrels, which good thing we know we're related to a lot of farmers, which helps. They had some barrels, and we know a lot of farmers, I should say that too. And we just got some barrels and made our own stove. But we had to buy the legs and stuff. That was a kit, and the door. You can get a kit for all this and make it yourself, and it does a good job. So maybe I'll make another video that at some other point explaining more about it and everything. But as of right now, I think that's about it. I think it's raining. That's great. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I'll be quiet for a second. Alright, but yeah, now it's raining, so I'm definitely not going to be able to do any dethatching today, which kind of sucks. I was wanting to. I think I'm going to try getting into the house before it rains too hard. But, yeah, I got to be getting everything out here. All the mowers and stuff, everything's hanging up there. Actually, we did that a month ago. Better than, laying around on the bench and stuff. It makes it a lot nicer. And we gotta get that stuff out and started, and the weight brackets over there on the tiller. We'll put that in the front after we're done dethatching and everything. The plow's back there somewhere. Where is it? You can just barely see it. Right. It's back there. I know it is because I'm the one that put it back there and moved it. But yeah, we're gonna be getting this stuff out here. I might even start the tiller. I probably will. I mean, why not? I might not take it outside though because it's kind of a brute of a thing to move. So I mean, you can make it freewheeling. I just don't feel like lifting it over the curb. But I could take it out the door too. But probably just start it in here and go that route, and probably start this as well. I'm gonna try to start everything this year. I know last year we only started the push mowers and that stuff. So, and the 318 obviously. But I think this year I'm gonna try to start everything. And I just want to say quickly, as of a few days ago, I made my first video on the 318, which was actually the day after I bought it. So I've had that thing for 2 years already. It's hard to believe. And it's been a little over 2 years since I've been on YouTube. And I have enjoyed it the whole time. And I've met a lot of good people that know their stuff. So, it's hard to believe I've already had this thing for 2 years. If you go back and look in my videos, or I grab a picture from when I first got it, which I might be able to. It didn't have tractor tires or bar tires, whatever you want to call it on. It didn't have the weights. It didn't have the 3-point or anything on it. The only thing I bought with it that came with it was just the mower deck. That's it. Just that and the tractor, that's it. So now I have a lot of equipment for it. It doesn't take long. It does not take long at all. So anyways, I just wanted to put that in there really quick and saying thanks to everybody that's watched and subbed and everything, and try to get more videos out as the time goes by. So, and it's not going to be too much longer until the PA plow day, and we're pretty sure we're going for both days, which is going to be good. We only went the one day last year, so, but that was still fun. Just a little bit of a taste. That's pretty much what it was. So, not too much longer until that's here. Only a couple more weeks. And hopefully I'm going to get to see some of you guys there. And meet and everything, and see each other's tractors and stuff. It'd be kind of neat. Especially after seeing them on videos and stuff, it'd be kind of neat to see them in real life. I guess that's real life too, but you know what I mean, in person. So, anyways, now I'm really rambling on. This 20-minute video almost. So, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed all this video and all my rambling and everything. And It's gonna be seeing more of the disc, hopefully. Really glad that I got that. So, almost too good of a deal to pass up. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.